Hello, brothers and sisters of light and dark, demigods, angels, dark ones, or archeons, alien beings, vampires, werewolves with intellectual minds and intellectual properties. I write down things from the voices, and I watch TV, I watch the videos, and I try to answer people questions, the best way I can by brainstorming the stuff I went through and trying to use common sense the best way I possibly can, and by being a historian, by simplifying things to the simplest degree. Okay. What I'm going to talk about in this video, I'm going to talk about the purity of women. It's connected with the Muslim faith, why they're so strict. Okay, ruthlessly strict. Stephen Greer's Disclosure Project. I'm also going to talk about what black race is geared more towards the white women. Okay, what type of black man is going to be geared towards more the white woman, and what type of white man is going to be more geared towards the dark woman. I'm just going to use this straight up common sense. Okay, straight up. Okay, now I'm talking about Stephen Greer's. Okay, now he's with this program called the Disclosure Project. You just look up Disclosure Project, you'll see Stephen Greer somewhere, and he talks about all of these things I talk about, all of the space anomalies and encounters with the third kind and probably even the fourth kind, in which people seen these alien beings in the earth, hollow earth. Look it up. And he talks about how this world, we are not alone. We are an evolved race. It didn't happen just like the Garden of Eden. You got to stop reading in your books now. You got to use common sense. You think a God just automatically created them? No, it took billions and trillions of years for human beings to ever come to this form that we have. That's why you see a lot of people genetically have diseases and stuff, like fur all over their hair and missing eyes, and sometimes it look like apes and monkeys and shit, or giants and stuff, because we have evolved over trillions and probably more than that years. The alien races interbred with us, the Anunnaki gods, and different types of gods. Now, it's not just the Anunnaki now. They created us. And in Genesis chapter 1, verse 26, it clearly says, and we created man in our image. Okay? Let us, even the U is capitalized. If you look R, the O is capitalized. Genesis chapter 1, verse 26. If you don't see that, if you keep reading, you'll find out that that's a wicked God in the Bible, or a powerful God, powerful enough. That wasn't the Almighty God. You'll see the word Almighty God, but that wasn't the Almighty God. Okay, that's not the Alpha and Omega. Okay, that's not a demigod, but that's a God, a God with a capital. You could say a capital G if you want, but demigod is a small G. Okay, demigod is a small G. But look up Stephen Greer if you want to find out more aliens information. You gotta look at that. Look that up. If you want to be religious, you better go towards the Hindu side, the philosophy side of it. And even look up their little pagan gods. That stuff is real. They came down. Don't talk to me about religion, okay? Now, okay, purity of women. Now, the Muslim community believes and knows that the purity of women. That's why they get virgin girls. Elijah Muhammad had like fucking 12 wives who were 9 years old and 10 years old. Okay. And he was a good man, had good intentions, but he was a wicked man by killing people for the name of Allah, in which he destroyed like 300. I said this in my past videos. He destroyed like 300. There was 360 gods, and he destroyed like 357 of them. Okay, and kept 3 of the gods. One was called Allah, and 2 of them was Allah's daughter. Okay, you understand this? And I think one of them was his daughter or something like that. He kept 4 gods. I don't know. So Allah's based off a moon rock, a rock god. And the Bible talks about beware of those people. Okay, Abraham talked about it in Ezekiel, I think it was. Beware of the people who worship the Jupiter god. Okay, it's even in the Bible. Beware of the Muslim people and the Christians. But the reason why women has to be pure is that, as I said before in my past videos, if women become independent in their own fashion, in their own way, they become strong-minded and sexualized. Okay, when you're a woman, you're supposed to give your body, and you're sharing your body to one man as a king. Okay, you can be creative with your other women. Okay, you know, but you have to have a king to watch over you, okay? You know, if you're not pure, what's the purpose, okay? Most men are average. They're not long dons, okay? And on top of that, most men are very simple in bed. They're not highly creative. They just lick, suck on your breast a little bit. It takes less than 10 minutes for you to get aroused. It should be. It takes less than that. It should. The more aroused you are, the more you should love that man, okay? But the purity of a woman is very important to Muslim people, Muslim men. And they enforce it too. They're powerful all across the world. See, notice that it's more powerful all across the world. But it's not. It's more powerful in the West because the West is white, okay, European. The Europeans couldn't grasp that concept of having many wives, although they did at one time. But they were too strict, very disciplined. And the women's hormones go down, okay? See, like most women with me, I have to be mental with a woman because I'm kind of strict. Most African kings were not strict. It was like simple shit, okay? Sex, okay? It's a sex appeal thing. But it was easy for black men to have many wives. Even King Solomon, okay? Most likely geared towards the darker side, okay? He probably was white though, because you never know, okay? But purity is very important for Muslim men and holy men. I consider myself a holy man. I don't condone females. Once a female tells you you're not virgin, you're not? Okay, then you're lower. You're lower. How many men you slept with? The more you slept with, you slept with one man for how many years? The lower your concept go down. Now, if a man sleeps with more women, that makes him better, okay? Because his penis doesn't change, and he's more likely not to have a disease, okay? So women can have diseases dormant in their bodies, okay? So now you understand about Stephen Greer and the Disclosure Project, okay? And the purity of women is very important for most men who think highly of themselves within the Godhead. And if you're religious women, oh my goodness, you can't have sex at all. Marriage is just the white philosophy, okay? To keep one-on-one, okay? So they know they can't do it, okay? So just have a ceremony. That's great. I will have a ceremony with 2 or 3 women, okay? That's great for me too, okay? Most men agree with this too. Most women don't agree with this. So you see right there, most men, 95% of most men wouldn't mind having 2 wives, okay? But women don't want to have more than 2 husbands, okay? Because they don't think like that, okay? They don't want to think, oh, I want to have 2 husbands. No, most women don't think like that, okay? So, on to the next subject. Now, the only type of blacks that would date a white woman, knowing that the black woman is more attractive, okay? Those type of men are tired and fed up. Or either they probably are attracted to white women because of their personalities. I've talked to some white women, but I'm totally not attracted to them. Okay, I tried, but I was like, oh man, I gotta think of her getting old faster because white women do age much more progressively faster than black women. Okay, there are beautiful black women out there, but these black men, they're educated and they need someone with a mental connection with them. They don't need a black woman telling them anything, or probably they couldn't find her and they just gave up and just started talking to a white woman. Okay, so those are the type of black men, educated black men, or even they may be low-minded, okay, to settle for kind of less, you know. But the white women are beautiful, okay, many types are beautiful, but not like majority of types of blacks, okay. The booty and titties came in between the 1950s and 60s because of black women, okay. When black women brought that shit over, boom. Same thing for white men. White men usually are drawn towards the sexuality of black women, okay. So during those times when the white men had it all made, messing with their white women, they used to beat them. They would sneak over to the black chicks in Harlem and New York and shit. Sneak with them and pay them as prostitutes or some shit. Look at Harlem Nights, okay. That's based on factual events. There was a lot of Jezebels during those days, which they catered to white men in those days, okay? And they got paid a lot. There used to be prostitution houses and madam houses everywhere. It used to be in the United States. They have markers in certain places for that. Okay, it's true, it's true. White men love some black women, sex especially. It's much better than whites. Whites can sleep with horses, but not the sunshine and the pussy of a black woman. Snap, snap. Thank you very much for listening to my videos, brothers and sisters of light and dark. Thank you for listening to my videos. Vampires, werewolves, ghosts, and all of the above. Peace.